as coronavirus continues to break records, Senator Rand Paul is calling for people to throw away their masks, go back to living. Take a look.
But the other thing is we have 11 million people in our country who have already had COVID. We should tell them to celebrate. We should tell them to throw away their masks, go to restaurants, live again, because these people are now immune. But Dr. Fauci doesn't want to admit to any of that. Dr. Fauci's like, oh, woe is me, until the election occurs, and now maybe he'll be changing his attitude.
Oh, so that's classy. He's going after Dr. Fauci and saying, oh, man, no, he's spreading misinformation by saying, well, you can't get reinfected. No, so toss away your masks, everyone. Go to eat in the restaurants. Please live again. But, okay, first of all, Rand Paul's a fucking moron. He just is. All right. I think we can all establish that as a fact. But Jeff, you understand, he's a doctor. He must know what he's talking about, right? The guy's an optometrist. He's not a viral infectious disease expert. That's like saying a scientist who studies astronomical phenomena will know just as much as about theoretical particle physics as somebody who studied quantum mechanics. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. And so Rand Paul, he's got no idea what he's talking about. And again, this is a guy who already had COVID. He literally thinks he's going to go out there and not get COVID again. Just watch, he'll get COVID again. So that said, public health experts have said that there exists no evidence yet, this is the facts, to suggest that people who have contracted the virus are now immune to reinfection indefinitely or cannot spread it to anyone else. The CDC released their updated guidance that said, this is on October 27th, experts are still learning more about COVID-19. Current research suggests that reinfection is rare, but the CDC states that some coronavirus reinfections are expected. And so the agency still says wear a mask, do social distancing, wash your hands. Doesn't say throw away your masks. No, it says wear your mask. Those are the actual experts when it comes to coronavirus. He is not an expert. Oh, but he had coronavirus. And that makes it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's not how it works. Okay. Rand Paul's comments are irresponsible, deeply irresponsible, especially as we head into the worst period of coronavirus infections that we've had. On Thursday, we had over 152,000 new infections in the country. That's a record. That's a record. I mean, we're getting worse every single day. We have hospitals that are overflowing with people, with patients. We are running out of beds. We're running out of refrigerated morgue trucks. Okay? And yet this dumbass is out there telling people who could still be infectious or could still get it again to go ahead and ditch their mask and go out to eat. Which, again, this does not sit well with people in the medical community. In fact, here is MSNBC, Vin Gupta on MSNBC saying this. Take a look.
I don't know why he would say that. For your viewers out there, to correct misinformation, there is no evidence that if you've been infected with COVID-19 that you're immune from reinfection for any period of time. We have a 25-year-old in Nevada, otherwise healthy, within 6 weeks of his first infection, got reinfected, had more severe symptoms the second time around. So that is shameful on the part of Senator Rand Paul.
Shameful indeed. And he's right. Again, Rand Paul's one of these dipshits that is out there calling for herd immunity. Herd immunity, again, for one, you can't get to herd immunity without a vaccine or without killing millions of people, because that's what will likely happen if we continue to try to move towards herd immunity. It doesn't work. And besides, we don't have the facts. We don't have evidence that you can't get reinfected. There's just not enough evidence to say that we are immune. Okay? But does Rand Paul give a shit about facts? No. And that's the thing. He's a dumbass conservative libertarian. All he cares about is corporations. He says, ditch your mask and go out to eat. I can't help but think, and maybe this is a poor comparison, right? But I can't help think of George W. Bush after 9/11, you know, as we're gearing up to go to war with, you know, another country and then another country after that. Go shopping. Spend some money. Consume, consume, consume. Capitalism requires that you continue to consume. We cannot put a stop to it no matter what. And this is exactly what we're doing during a pandemic. All the Republicans want to do is help corporations and say, well, you have to go out and spend. You have to go and do this. We're not going to give you extra money. No, you got to go out there and work and then consume and get back to normal as soon as possible. We will not have any more stimulus. We will not give you any more money. We will not help you whatsoever. We must continue to turn the wheels of capitalism so that the stock market continues to stay high. That's all we care about. The only reason that they did stimulus in the first place is to make sure that there was a transfer of wealth over to the top 1%, to justify that transfer by allowing some policy that helps the poor and middle class and people who are out of work survive. Nothing more. And that's why, of course, you can't count on Mitch McConnell, the Senate, in Republican hands to do anything about coronavirus, to pass another stimulus bill. Look, I've been reading articles about Mitch McConnell and his plans. He's going to push another $500 billion skinny bill. That's it. That's it. It's going to be full of corporate welfare and nothing else. No unemployment benefits, or very little unemployment benefits, if any. $300, $400 maybe dollars a week in additional federal benefits. No stimulus checks. And that's it. The rest goes to the PPP. Without oversight, by the way. And so, sorry, you need help? Are you going to get evicted from your home? Oh, the evictions have already started? Don't care. Sad day for you. Now go out and consume. Go back to work and then you can consume. It's all about feeding the corporations, about his donors. And that's it. That's it. He's not going to tell you the facts. He's going to continue to peddle this misinformation in order to get you to do that. Instead of what we really need to do, we need a short lockdown. I know it sucks. We need a short lockdown, 4 to 6 weeks. And we need to make sure that we have money going towards families in order to weather the crisis. And then national mask mandates and social distancing requirements. And that's it. That's the only way we're going to get a handle on this virus. If we don't do that, it's going to continue to get worse. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.